Okay, I got my cup of plain tea today. And putting my apron on. Today's video isn't inherently kitchen witchy, but apron's on, let's get to kitchen witching. So I need to make fire starters for downstairs in the witch's lair. And I just have one of those 18 count from Wally World. And I just ripped them apart, and I figured out a way to enchant them so they're a little magical when you start your fires. And you can make these for the summertime if you do like an outdoor fire pit too. These are great for that. In fact, that's what I save this half for, is the big fires. You want to put in like dry lint is what I use most of the time, unless I'm making them as gifts. And then I use like the pine shavings or cedar shavings that you get like at the animal bedding stores. But I just use the dry lint. It's a good way to recycle it. And any herb that you want. So I start with, if you want to make them magical, just a drop per cell. And this is just for sun's eye, I guess. I don't even know if these guys are in business anymore, but it's the Franken myrrh oil. So I'm just going to sprinkle the lemon balm in. Invoke like peace and harmony and some healing. I have some basil as well. I'm going to put that in for prosperity and money drawing. And you feel free to switch any of these herbs up to fit, what you want to attract into your life. So now I'm just going to stick the dry lint or the shavings on top. Of course, if I had shavings, they're pretty. Especially the cedar ones. I would put them in first and then mix in the herbs on top. That would be super pretty. Could even get some dried flowers to add to this. If you're using these for magical purposes, remember to put in your intention as you're making them. I'm envisioning wealth and prosperity, health and healing for anybody that needs it. It's going to sit around the fire and enjoy spring, summer, and fall with us. We don't do a lot of fires in the winter. It's too cold and snowy out there. Maybe when we get our patio, we're going to build like a little patio out back with the fire pit. And I just sent Bob an outdoor kitchen picture on Facebook that was absolutely gorgeous. Of course, you'd have to pay taxes on it probably because it's a fixed structure and all that crap. But anyway, it's pretty to look at. In my dreams, right? In my dreams. My astral outdoor kitchen is beautiful. I want you to know. This one, I tend to stick to the outside and then the middle. And then I'll cut it like this, in like 8 sections, and then you can use whatever pieces. I don't do the wick. I use the cardboard as the wick, and it works very well. So you can save yourself some money that way. Wicks are expensive. I was going to do some poured candles. I got a skull candle mold on like Temu or one of those, And it's pretty cool. I haven't tried it yet, but the wicks, I did some research on. I wanted soy candle, like a melt and pour situation, because I have no idea what I'm doing with waxes and things. Yeah, it's expensive. I haven't got it yet. It's in the works, though. The next step is to pour the wax on. Tea break. Simple yet delicious. Okay, so this is the messy part. Unless you're coordinated, which I'm not. So I melted my wax. I had put it all in a couple of these jars. And I'm just gonna, I have a Pyrex measuring cup dedicated to this craft every year. So I like to pour it in here. You just pour it into each of the areas. Don't be afraid to use too much. The longer it burns, the better it is for the catching the wood on fire. So you want quite a bit in there. Enough to soak the whatever you're using as a medium, like my dry lint or the shavings. Could use shredded paper as well. That would work, I think. Don't you think, Bob? Oh yeah, he says dry lint's the way to go. I don't know if you can hear him. He's homesick again today. We were better, and then he caught something else. So you could even get fancy and do a certain candle color for what you want to bring in. You know, a certain wax color, that would be fun. You can add stones to these if it's for a gift. That would be fancy. Little crystal chips for whatever the intention is. That would be beautiful. I would love to make some of those actually next year for Christmas. Give the family and then send a bunch over for the kids' co-workers. I love doing that. And I don't have any co-workers, so these ones. And it's a good idea to have something down. I have just paper down, but see, I've already spilled, so it's good. It's good to have a protection there. Yeah, feel free to change up colors, correspondences, any of the herbs, you know, especially the homegrown ones. Those are really good to use in your fire starters. I was thinking of doing some for love. I have some old blooms of like store-bought flowers that were given to me that are gorgeous, and I didn't want to throw them away. So I dried them whole to use in projects like this. So I just have an old pan, and I put, this is one dedicated to candle melting, so excuse how disgusting it looks. But I just stuck a like a Yankee candle, or I think this is like a Michael's one. But I just stuck it in the pot of water and put the pot of water on the stove. And it seemed to do fine. I did low and slow, and it melted it good. It took about half hour or so. So yeah, I recommend getting a pan that you don't care about though, because it does make a mess. But yeah, that's how I melt them. That's what it looks like with them on top. If you were to dry like violets or even like calendula, that would be beautiful. Or chamomile, some lavender on top. That would make a beautiful Christmas gift. Or whatever. Here we go. The last one. This is just old candles. But if I was making it for a gift, I'd get, you know, pretty white wax, or even red or green if you're doing them for Yule. Actually, this would make a great Samhain gift for folks up here in the north. That's when we all start burning our stoves. So don't throw your candle ends away. These make great gifts for anybody that burns summer fires or anything. Give them as little gifts for your friends. You know what I thought of? Cleaning out my measuring cup. They have those wax add-ins. That would be cute if you're making these for a gift. To do like little wax melts to put on the top of each one. That would be super cute. You can make them according to whatever holiday or person that you're crafting them for. So I think we're done. And until next time, I hope your cauldrons bubble with joy and your broomsticks and your, God, why is that so hard to say? I'm trying to make a funny. And I started laughing. Sticks flat. And your broomsticks, God, dorky, I can't do it with a straight face. Hey, me miss. So until next time, I hope your cauldrons bubble with joy and your broomsticks fly true. I'm wishing you many blessings. Bye, friends.
What are you doing over there? What you, Bella? Bella, Bella, Bella. Get her. Go tell her. Go tell her. Go tell her.
Ooh, that's a big edit. All right.